9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
In the garden with a green leaf sway, see bunnies rolling up, we light it all way. Mr. Getter's got the bombs, we puffin' all night. Talking cultivation, yeah, we're feeling alright. Light it up, feel the vibe, let it be known. Garden cultivation, network, we on the scene. Rolling that green, living out the dream. Shouting about the strains, how to plan it right. Join us every week, yeah, we light up the night. Wednesday to Friday, we keep it alive. Cannabis talks, everybody's feeling high. Sharing secrets of the grow, it's a sacred art. In this cultivation game, you gotta play your part. Keep it real, keep it tight, watch the plants grow. Garden cultivation, network, we on the scene. Rolling that green, living out the dream. Chatting about the strains, how to plan it right. Join us every week, yeah, we light up the night.
Hello.
What up? What up? How is
Happy
it going?
Friday.
Yes.
It's going.
So happy to be to the end of the week finally.
Yes. What a week it's been.
It's been a long week, but it's been a good week. We had a pretty cool Wednesday night hanging out with the Seed to Harvest podcast.
We did. That was a lot of fun, actually.
Hold on.
Oh, someone's switching. Someone's got to switch his ears.
Cheers.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining. ACL, J-Rat,
All right, I'm good.
Cece, Mikey, Alicia, Roger, Larry, all the cool kids, Justin. Thank you all for joining. And thanks everybody who's
Everybody's
coming in
rolling in.
from the Rue and L show.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag Rue's Crew.
Yeah, they go... Rouge Crew. They go live right before us.
Mhm.
They do the hour right before us, and it's a cool show, man. You get to see some cool gardens on there, and
Just a reminder, we are over on Spotify where all of our Wednesdays episodes can be heard under Garden Cultivation Network. And next week, we have Green Goddess Miranda coming on the show. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. That is going to be very exciting.
yeah, that'll be fun. She's always fun to hang out with, talk to.
She
It's gonna be
is.
fun. And don't forget, you can find us on Instagram because Bunny didn't touch on that yet.
That's right.
Go ahead.
So you can find us over on Instagram under Garden Cultivation Network, Sea Bunny Grow, and Mr. Organics with a K. And also,
Yes.
a big congratulations to our cultivator of the week. Drum roll, Organics.
Rolling up the pride, the community shores. Every bud you nurture, it opens up doors. With the fire in your heart and the grind in your hands, you elevate the scene like you're making plans. In this garden of dreams, you rise like the sun. So here's to you, cultivator of the week. With every single strain, you got us feeling weak. Thank you for the love, the knowledge, the bliss. In this cannabis game, you cannot be missed. Shine bright, keep pushing through the haze. You're the unsung hero in this green world maze.
So big congratulations to CC420. Most of you guys know her. If you don't, check out her Instagram, as she is the queen of growing autos.
Yeah. Yes, she is. That's one thing I'm not very good at, as I've recently
Me either.
re-humbled again.
Did you want to touch on that a little bit, or did you want to jump into...
No, we can. Do you want me to? I can show them quick. I just have a
So do you
little
want to
video
explain a little
because
bit before? Yes.
my tent's pretty far away, so it's hard for me to drag everything over there to put it on screen. But um, everything went really yellow. Am I frozen or am I still good?
No, you're good. You're frozen, but
Okay.
no, I think you're good. You're good.
Okay. So everything went really, really yellow. Everything was very beautiful. Everything was going so smooth, and then all of a sudden, everything just went yellow. I started getting all these brown spots, like we've been talking about them a little bit on the last couple shows. And I think I've come up with my solution. I think I know what my issue was. My issue was my pH was off, and it was causing a lockout in my soil. So I I've been lazy and I haven't really been pHing my water lately, and I'm using the new A and B Hygrozyme line with their other Hygrozyme products as well, like the enzymes and the microbes and the High Shield and the High Clean, along with their new A and B nutrients. So I've just been watering it into my bases, and it's been sitting in the bases. And over time, I talked about this on Level Show last night. Over time, your pH is going to fluctuate. If it's just sitting there, it's not bubbling, it's not doing anything, it's just sitting there. So temperature can swing your pH, and my pH went high. It wasn't crazy high, but it went high, and my plants did not react well to that. And I started getting all these like rust spots, brown marks, and my whole everything just went yellow. So I do have a video after what they look like now that I've done a flush at 6.0 pH with high clean in the water. So I'm trying to flush my soil to try and get it back down to closer to like 6.2, 6.3. And
Yeah.
I have a video that I'm about to show you that is them on the mend. It's basically what they look like an hour before the show. So this is it.
Let's see. Definitely a good comeback. They're praying, so that's a good sign.
I'm starting to get some green back in the leaves as well. Like it's not fixed. Like they're not going to snap out of it overnight, but
Of
they were
course not.
droopy. They were very, very, very unhappy. And since I've started doing the flush, I'm going to do one more flush at a lower pH to try and bring it down even more. And actually, I might not go lower. I might stay at 6.0 and see what my runoff is after that. And if I'm a little bit closer to where I want to be, then my next watering will be I'll start feeding again. So it'll start actually uptaking the nutrients now, I think. Go ahead.
You had already assumed that that was your problem, but you did make a post on Instagram, and I gotta say how impressed I am with everyone who came out and tried to support you, who tried to help you find the answer, or who just confirmed what you already knew. Even is very amazing of the community. So thank you to everyone who helped people when they run into growing issues.
Yeah, like I had over 100 comments on that video. I think I had like 110 or 120 comments on that video. And I will say that there's a lot of answers that I kind of was already leaning that way with the pH. But there's a wide variety of answers, and CalMag is not always the answer. I will say that.
No, CalMag is not always the answer.
Actually, to be honest with you, before checking the runoff, there is no real answer. I don't, in my opinion. Instead of starting to throw a whole bunch more nutrients at it and cause more problems, get to the root problem first. Figure out why this is happening, because the nutrients were always available for the plants because they were in those bases.
And as a beginner, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
As a beginner grower, I once heard if you run into a problem and people just tell you this is the problem without asking questions, I if somebody tells me there's a problem with my plant, I'm going to take the advice of someone who asked me, okay, what's your medium? What did you do? What didn't you do? Instead of just coming and saying, this is the problem. So my advice as a beginner grower is always take the advice of the person that's asking you a lot of questions. It may seem annoying that they're asking all these questions, but they're doing it for a reason.
Yep. 100%. I only had actually a few people that reached out to me and asked me questions. And I actually had a couple really good conversations with people in my DMs about this. And there's a lot of really good information that people gave me. And it just check your pH first. Check your runoff. Do a slurry test. Like however you test your soil's pH, do that first. And that'll tell you if you have a lockout. It'll tell you if you're too high or too low or whatever, because it'll cause different issues. It'll cause different lockouts. If you're too high, it'll cause a different lockout if you're too low. So
I'm always too high, but that's a different
lacking.
story.
Well, it's because you keep smoking them doobies. But a lot of people said add CalMag. Well, the CalMag is there. The CalMag is available. And if it's a magnesium issue, don't add CalMag, add magnesium. Add the magnesium half of it. I know they sell it together, but you can also get it separately too. So if it's one or the other, don't give it both. Give it what it needs. But check your runoff first and learn what your issues are and then move forward. Don't just start adding stuff because you'll cause yourself a whole new world of problems.
And again, one thing at a
learned that
time.
the hard way too. I was a brand new grower at one point, and when I'd run into an issue, I'd watch YouTube and I'd try 30 different things. And I might fix that issue with one of those 30 things, but A, you don't know what it was that fixed it. And B, now I got 29 other problems going on, and I fixed my one issue, but I got a whole bunch more problems happening that now I also have to fix. At that point, it's almost chop them and start over. So my issue happened as I was transitioning into flower, which is never a good time for any issues to happen. And they are auto flowers too, so they're a little bit more finicky, especially for me and Bunny, and it's just, yeah. But I think I figured it out, and they're on the mend. And I think in the next week or so, things will start greening up a little bit more, and I'll start packing on maybe a little bit of weight. Maybe I'll start getting some frost on my flowers, and we'll see. It's a learning experience for me. Like I almost considered this a lost cause when it's first started, but I figured they're already here. I'm having this issue. Why not learn what the problem is? And then that way, even if my plants die, at least that way I can help the next person. I can explain to that person what I just learned. And maybe it'll help one person. Maybe it'll help 100 people. Who knows? But at least I helped somebody else figure out their issue at that point. So
yes,
that's what I'm taking from this. So we'll see what happens.
Long story short, Scanix plants were good. Then they weren't. Then the community helped, and we appreciate the community. And yeah. Are we ready to jump into more community gardens?
I think so. I think I'm ready. I think it looks like he's ready.
I am too. I'm ready.
All right.
I need to see. It's been a week. Let's go.
Here we go.
Hello. Happy Friday.
Oh, that's not it.
Did you kick him off? How rude.
Oops.
I didn't mean
to. Kick me off.
He's nice, eh?
Yeah, that's not very nice.
How are you this Friday?
Having a late one over the other side of the pond.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's late for you guys.
Yeah, it's 2:15 in the morning now.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm glad you stay up. I'm glad you stay up to
Yeah.
hang out.
I was about
And
to say,
as
I only
usual,
stay up for the
beautiful.
Friday night. I tried to stay up for the
Yeah,
Wednesday, but unfortunately I fell asleep.
yeah, it was a good
Well,
one,
that
man. It was a
happens.
banger. It's still
I was
there though.
about
I
to say,
mean, you
I
can go
have
back and
caught up with
rewatch it.
it. I've already caught up and watched it, but yeah, I caught up.
Yeah, super cool
But
dudes.
this here is the Blood Diamonds 2.0 from Conscious Genetics that is now
Nice.
coming to the end. She's probably got about another 2 waterings, and then that's the flush near on done. Because this
Nice.
morning, when I checked, it was 0.4 on the EC on the runoff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Going back to
Now,
Ganex's runoff checks.
do you do you use anything to flush with, or do you just flush with clean water?
I do last week of watering with this stuff here, which is Dragon Force, which is a finisher.
Okay.
And then after that, it's literally straight RO water for a week or 2, dependent on the plants.
Nice.
So just keep
Okay.
checking the heads, and when the plants are ready, I'll go chop. And
Yeah.
we
They
got
look, they
as
look
well.
really good.
See, look, Ganex, this is the problem. You need to start a little 10 centimetre pot and then see if you can keep the little bugger alive.
Yeah, I could fit like 100 of those in my tent. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Ask
Sea green with
Buttercup to sponsor you.
absolutely.
That'd be
be dope.
quality. Load of black and yellow cups in there. It'd be really colourful at the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be fun actually. I mean, it'd be a lot of watering though. It would be a lot of watering.
I've got an easier way. What about the auto tray? 2 of those
That's
each
true.
side,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
you
because
can do it.
Autopots makes that tray now where you can put
Yeah,
a whole
that's what I
bunch of
mean. You can
seedlings,
put
like
2 trays in there,
seedlings.
and that should cover you
Yeah,
in a
that's a good
4x4.
idea. Yeah, that'd be cool.
This tent's exploded a little bit.
Oh, wow, I'd say.
It sure has.
Yeah, I was about to say they're getting a
Are we
bit
in the
on the
lights yet?
drunk side.
Look
Actually,
at
if I
the
turn it
size of those colas.
down, I'll turn it down a bit, and then you might be able to see a bit better. But even like
Beautiful.
this is a pheno hunt, so it's just loads of different phenos in here, which I'm looking forward to at Christmas.
That'll be a good Christmas present for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
I was
Nice
about to say
Christmas
I've got strawberry market and double rainbow in here. I did have a little bit of an issue on this side, which
Beautiful.
I didn't realise the light was a bit too close, and I bleached some of the heads from where the light was literally blasting the hell out of them. But
Beautiful.
they have stacked up really, really well.
They
Which I'm very,
are.
very amazed with the
Yeah, it
mega
looks
pot
really,
system.
really good.
Did you have any support in there, or they're just holding up by themselves?
There is a net in here because I did literally do a lot of super cropping and bending to keep them at bay because of where, unfortunately, they got so big because of, if you can see, they got some legs on them. But that is due to the fact of I didn't realise that I should have done some dry bags with the Megapot system.
Yep.
And I didn't do no dry backs and literally just run it pure hydro. So they literally grew very, very well. And I've learnt my mistakes
I'd
with
say.
this system. I was about to say, I've learnt my mistakes, and next run hopefully should go a lot smoother.
Is that purple in the leaves, or?
Yeah, they look good.
No, these are all green on this side. If I turn the light down on
Okay,
the
it was just the
4x4,
light.
they are actually going purple. Chuck you with the Method 7s, it might actually show it. Yeah. problem is I can't turn the light down on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
will slowly start going all purple.
Them some pretty
Nice.
flowers.
I love that.
She sacks well.
Yeah, they look really nice.
They do.
Hence the glasses,
Ooh.
otherwise I'd be blind. The Evo
Need
8
to get
is
a pair of
quite powerful.
those.
I was about to say, the Evo 8 is quite powerful light. Because she is literally wall-to-wall coverage.
Yeah, man, you need your glasses on for sure.
Shall we take you to the veg tent?
To get the Method 7s.
Yeah, I've got the FX ones.
Oh, yes, please.
I got 2 of them last Christmas
nice.
from Canna for Christmas. I had a little bit of an issue in here, as you can see. The Skittles don't look very happy. And she has been like this for about
Ooh.
a week solid.
Ooh.
But luckily I backed her up because there's a clone down here of her.
Oh, wow.
But if I can't recover her,
Yeah.
the
What do you
pH
think's
went
going
off.
on there?
The pH was off, and
Yeah,
I've literally been trying to get the pH right, but where it's in a 15 centimeter pot as well, so I'm going to upsize the pot and basically go from there. And if it don't recover, it don't recover. But I've got the clone already going to be potted up tomorrow, ready for going into the next run. Because I'm going to take a lot of clones of it anyway on the next run because of the OG that's down here ready to go in the 4x4, which that is the Spanibus Cup entry there that I'm
pH
putting in.
Nice.
Nice. Eh?
Yes, she is. So we've had 2 questions. 2 people asked the same question. How long do you typically veg for?
It depends on the strain. Every strain's sort of like a bit dependent,
Good question.
isn't it?
And that's a good answer.
I was about to say, most of the time, from a clone, I will run probably about 3 weeks max, because otherwise you can run into the height issues.
Wow.
But at the moment,
Your
these
plants
clones
are
have
always
been
beautiful.
That's
in
fast.
for now, I think, 2 weeks. So within about another week, they'll be in their final pots and then getting flipped once they hit their final pot. Because of the 4x4 will be chopped down and literally pot up, ready, go straight in and flip again. So literally there'd be no downtime on the 4x4. It'd be wipe everything down, clean it down, and then literally put the next plant straight in. Shogun Nutrients.
Staggering Productions wants to know.
Yes, I was about to say Shogun Nutrients. They're a British company. I don't know if you can get them over in America.
Shogun, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're definitely good. I mean, look at your plants.
I was about to say, you're about to see now a Plagron run. So you can get them over in everywhere. Plagron. Which they're in the posts on its way. And basically, that's for the next run. And trying out Plagron now for the Spanibus Cup entry. And seeing a difference because I've got it on Shogun feed and then I've got it as well then on the Plagron feed. So then we can see the difference between the 2 different feeds of the same plant.
Yeah.
And see the difference on because then we can test as well, hopefully as well, and see what the actual like THC and CBD is on it as well. See the difference on that. And the terpenes.
Yeah, that'll be cool actually. That'll be a fun comparison.
Yeah, hopefully it'll come through all right. And I don't bugger it up.
Yeah. Great job.
Nice.
Good luck at the Spanish Cup. Whoa, that was hard to say.
Hopefully some of you guys make it over to Spanibus.
Yeah.
Man, I would absolutely love to go to that someday. It's definitely not in the cards this year, but someday I would absolutely love to be there for it.
Make that
I'd love
lovely
to be able to
trip
go to
over the
Germany
pond.
for some of theirs. I'd love to go to Sanibus Cup, and
Yeah, I'm
there's a lot.
hoping.
I'd love to go to MG
Yeah, I'm hoping to
BizCon.
get
There's
the
so many
Mary
that I would
Jane.
love to.
Yeah, I was hoping to get the Mary Jane as well next year.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice one to go to. Because Conscious
that'd be cool,
Genetics,
man.
he normally has a stand at all of them, so I'll just jump on with Conscious because I run all of his strains.
Nice.
And I'm one of his testers, and I'm looking forward to next month because I will get my new tester seeds, which is the new Red Kachina 3.0, which apparently she is really, really red.
Okay.
So that'll be quite a colourful run.
Nice.
Because that's what he was searching for, was basically pink
That's
genetics.
one that Nice. I think you were running that before, weren't you? Isn't that what you
Yes,
were
I
running
run it
before? That was
last
really,
time
really
in the
pink,
4x4.
or is that something different?
No, I run the Blood Diamonds on the last run. That is the from seed that was, and then these are the
I think
clones
that's
from that. And then I've got these clones backed up in the veg tent, which I'll be rerunning again at a later date because the next run will be the OG, and then I'm running the Skittles and the OG in the 8x4 on the next run. So run each side, then hopefully they stay sort of level then, if you're running the same strain then. Because I hate mishmash
all
canopy.
clones, same strain, everything.
Yeah, I hate mishmash
Oh,
canopy.
me too. Me too. Like, I love the nice even canopy. Like that's my thing. I love the canopies, man. Like I love opening that tent and it's just like even all the way across.
Yeah, like this. But you can literally go along and it's all near on even.
Exactly like that. Well, you can get down to eye level with the buds and you can almost see them, or they're all in a line. You know what I mean? They're all in rows almost.
That's the thing. And the problem is they get too heavy, then you have to bring them up.
Yeah, you're crushing it as always, man.
Yes, good job.
Thank you very much.
Nice work, sir.
Best let someone else jump on.
We do have a full backyard, so we are going to. Yes, sir.
We hope to see you next Friday.
Thank you for coming on and showing us again. I always love seeing your garden. It's always on.
Hopefully next week I'll be on again. Yeah, make sure you share and hit that like button.
All right, peace, brother.
Have a great night.
Bye.
Beautiful garden.
Yes. It's always good. It's always good.
Yeah.
That's what I need mine to look like. I think my garden will just look like a healthy garden. We'll start there.
So what are you smoking on before we get into the next one?
We shall start there. My internet's really slow again.
I know.
Right now I'm smoking on a cigarette, but I am smoking on some greasy candy from Low Gravity Genetics, which is Lowe's Grows.
So I actually got to try some of Mr. Organic's Lowe's Grows greasy candy, and I must say it was really, really good. So I am definitely excited to see what else he does. And right now I smoke
you got
the Bubba Kush also that you have grown, and I'm about to smoke J Rat's first grow, first outdoor grow, first grow period, but first grow. And I tried some earlier, and I gotta say it was really good. I'm impressed. Good job.
And that's coming from the Joint Queen. So it's like the female version.
With that being said, yeah. Are we ready to get weird?
Yeah, I am. I'm always ready to get weird, though.
Let's get weird.
Let's do it.
Happy Friday. Think you're muted?
Oh.
Oh, no. Yes, no, maybe so.
Huey. You with us, man? He hasn't landed yet. He's not on Earth yet.
Would it be Huey if it didn't start off weird?
That he's not here yet. Okay, let's bring
we'll
on
come
the
back
next.
to
We're going next in line.
Huey.
Happy Friday!
Happy Friday!
Happy Friday!
We are in the rainbow room. Look at
What's
that.
going on, man?
Same shit, different day, you know. How are you guys?
It's missing.
Hell yeah! Wow,
We're here. We're alive.
it's a
so
different.
It's always good.
It's different. You were at Black Ass Farms last week. Now we're in the rainbow room.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So we've got
Good, man.
Terptomaniac. These 6 over here, these were the Romulan testers that I had. They have recently been released about a month and a half ago. But these were the 6 that I had. I actually took some cuttings from them the other day when I was here. So I'm going to try my hand at cloning these as well. I got 4 of them.
Nice.
And then these are all the clones from the Romulan IX2 that are at the house in the small tent downstairs. These were the clones from them. Not so small anymore.
Nice.
On day 23 of bringing them over here.
No, they sure aren't.
I got them all staked up the other day. I still got to do the Terptomaniac, but these are just a Romulan IX2, no cross with them at all. It's just Romulan times Romulan. Using General Hydro,
Nice.
Organic, and the ProMix HP. When you were talking about your possible pH issue, I went right to my Athena book that I had. I don't know if you can see that, but it says for peat-based 6.0 to 6.4. So that's the range we really need to be in for ProMix.
Yeah.
And I've been working with that, and it's been working very well. So
exactly. I like to stay somewhere in the middle. Like that's what I was saying. I like to be like 6.2, 6.3. Yeah, no. Right. You're 100% right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I've been following that since I started using the Athena. Even over here, I'm using that, and it's worked very well for me. I start off with the low 6.0. By the time I hit the flip, I'm at 6.3, and as soon as I get into the second week of flower, I switch it to 6.4 for the rest of the grow. So.
And that's usually my pH in ProMix too. I try to stick between 6.0 and 6.5. For Green Planet, though, that's a different nutrient line, but even for that line, I try to stick between that, and I've yet to have problems.
Right. And then, of course,
I just got lazy. That was my problem, and I stopped pHing. Hell yeah.
So glad you got them.
Yay! I got to get you guys some of mine, man. I gave some to
yes, please.
Kind Buds and Dank Nugs, so I got to get you guys some up there too.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I got some slaps to a guy down in Mexico, so I got to get you guys some up in Canada. So.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
The farthest I think I've sent mine. Well, I've sent them to. So Fireman Sam has some all the way across the pond, and I've also got them out to New Zealand.
Oh,
which is pretty cool too.
Yeah. Good shit, man. Oh yeah. Yeah. Kind Buds and Dank Nugs. He actually came over the other day. I had a light to give him. It was an extra one that I wasn't using, and he came over and picked it up, and I gave him a little sample of the last run that was here from the Rainbow Room, and he like got home and immediately
Nice.
jumped on and was just giving me high praises for what I've grown, man. And I tell you, this community is so it's so fucking awesome, man. Like, I know there's shit birds in every community, but we've got some good
You
ones.
just got to find the right.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And that's what community is about.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was
Hillbilly
really stoked
Herb
that he
just
was
said-
able to get some.
Hillbilly Herb just said Canada Post just went on strike. I forgot it, but they did.
They did.
I saw that. I saw that
Yes.
this morning. I was like, man, fuck.
I'm actually trying to work with Jake and get him to give me an affiliate code or just a promo code for me, so I can start helping people get some Romulan in their gardens.
Yeah,
He said it was a good
absolutely.
idea, but let's see.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to run Romulan genetics. That's one I haven't done yet.
Yeah, that salty
They look
pickle
like
that
beautiful
everybody's
plants.
seeing right now is a really nice plant. So I've actually got some of those to run the next run, and I'm pretty excited for the salty pickle, man.
Nice.
No
Nice.
Yeah,
diddy,
that'll be cool.
no diddy, no diddy.
No Diddy. Definitely
Yeah.
no Diddy.
Got to say that real quick. Shit.
Oh shit. That's funny.
But
Yeah, man.
yeah, man, just
you're
trucking
crushing
along over here.
Yeah,
Not as
great
pretty
job.
as everybody
as
else in
usual.
flowers, but they're trucking along.
I showed
All
mine earlier,
stages
man.
of plants are
You're-
beautiful.
You're doing good. You're
And
doing real good.
tonight I'm actually harvesting at Black Ass Farm, so all the exotic 10 will be coming down tonight. And I've got some stuff in the can for the next run. Some James
Beautiful.
Loud.
That's
some
exciting.
Soulfire. I'm not sure on the other one yet. Those two haven't popped on me, so we'll see. It might be some bad genetics, so I might have to throw something else in. But I did win another Soulfire, so maybe that can get to me in time.
No,
There you go.
Thurgood didn't win more prizes. Not Thurgood.
Not me at all. I don't know if you saw my cheesecake I got from Cortez, dude. I'm so stoked to make that.
No, I didn't. I knew that you won it, but I didn't. I didn't see it. Though.
Man, it's
I'll have to check it out.
concentrate. Smells like I don't know how to describe it. It's like a cinnamon cream. I don't know how to describe it, but it smells delicious, and I can't wait to make that cheesecake. But when so busy tonight,
You'll
I
have
make it
to-
tonight.
You'll have to keep us posted.
Oh yeah. It'll be on IG. It'll be on IG.
Perfect.
For sure.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Well, I'll jump off here and let the next cultivator on. It was good seeing you guys.
Well, thank you so
see you in
much.
the chat.
Sounds good.
Yes.
All right. See you
Hope
later,
to see
guys.
you next Friday
Peace out, brother.
night. Dude,
Nice.
he's always
I was
got
gonna say
such a
something.
beautiful garden. You say something?
Yeah,
No
he
way.
does. I've been pretty quiet because of my internet issues.
I can tell. Usually you would have said
'Cause I'm
something smart by
watching-
now.
I'm watching my internet on the corner of StreamYard just go up and then back down to nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, fuck.
Hmm.
I am in the works of
So
looking at getting a
before-
new laptop right now, so I'm hoping that
Yes.
in the next week, 2 weeks from now, maybe I'll have something maybe a little bit better. I think that's what my issue is. It's not the internet. Everybody else here has great internet. It's just me. So
So before we do get in
yes,
another
I am
garden,
self-conscious about my bandwidth.
I do want to bring something up. Tomorrow, we will be over on Let's Be Buds for the Last Prisoner Project. We will be on at, I think it's 6:30. Help me out here, Organics.
Yeah, 6:30
So it's at
Eastern time,
6:30.
6:30 p.m. Eastern.
We will be interviewing Jason Ortiz again. So come check out Let's Be Buds tomorrow for the Last Prisoner Project. If you don't know what the Last Prisoner Project is, I highly suggest you definitely check it out.
Yes. And so it's a 12-hour chatathon. So it's a 12-hour live.
Yes.
It starts at noon and it goes until midnight. And it's a whole bunch of different shows that are going to be going on. There's other people that are going to be there from the Last Prisoner Project. Chad Westport's going to be there. Like there's a whole bunch of people that are going to be that are
Brandon
part of
Russ,
this.
I believe.
The Let's Be Buds. Yeah, Brandon Russ will be there. Let's Be Buds puts on this show. This is the 3rd annual chatathon. It's to help raise money and awareness for the Last Prisoner Project. And so if you don't know what that is, definitely go check them out on, just look up the Last Prisoner Project on Google and you'll get the website and everything. And then, you know, they do all kinds of stuff. They help get people out of jail. Go ahead.
They're trying to get everybody out of jail who is in there for nonviolent cannabis acts. So some have been in jail for many years over having a gram of weed on them. So the Last Prisoner Project is more about raising awareness, trying to change these laws to release these prisoners who should not be there, who have missed their kids growing up due to a joint or a gram or, you know, something non-violent cannabis act for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so they do an inmate like pen pal as well, so you can write letters. They have a whole list of people that you can write letters to and stuff like that. I know Kenna Alicia at one point, I believe she had sent a couple letters to some of the people there, and that would make somebody's day, like their whole year maybe, to get a letter from a stranger. You know, just letting them know, you know, I'm thinking of you guys. I know you're there. You shouldn't be there. You don't have to give information, personal information or anything like that. But some of these people, like their families abandon them once they go to prison, you know, and to get a letter from somebody that you don't know, just to let them know, you know, there's people out here that are rooting for you. You know, you don't belong there. So it can make somebody's whole week, year, 10 years.
And it just goes to show that you do not have to send gift. You do not have to pay someone to make their day. Sometimes it's something as simple as a written letter telling them how the outside world is, because some of these people have no clue. They've been in there for so long and so much has changed.
Yeah.
But
so
with that being said,
we're on tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern. We're on tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern, and like I said, it starts at noon. It either starts at 12 or 12:30, but one of those two, and it runs all the way to midnight, and it's just a steady 12-hour live stream. And yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out.
Perfect. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes. I just have to go back and check my order. I sent the order, and I just want to make sure that I get it.
Should we try being weird again?
Is he back? Yep. Yeah, we can do that. Let's go back there. We'll go back to Huey. Whoops.
Hey, thanks for your patience. I couldn't hear you two unless I was the other one, and it had a delay.
It's because you don't have. It's because you don't have your glasses.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
And your headset.
That's got to be it. The Cinderella Bunny, it's in the veg tin. And so I flipped it a couple of days ago, and it's doing great. And then we've got the ones that are in the veg tin here. Do I got to turn my background off? Or can you see that?
No, we can't. Not over the background.
Oh, okay. Let me get into the settings here.
Tyler says, Huey, land the spaceship before you come on.
Land the spaceship. Good idea.
No texting and driving.
Yeah.
No texting and driving.
There, that is much better.
All right. There we go. That's the Durban poison that was the little runt right there.
Beautiful.
And
Mhm.
that is my Skittles. Doing better than somebody's. And then that over there is the skunk, and it's a little sick. Kind of weird if you can see it. Right there, there's a little black spot on the stem. And it's gotten better
Oh.
since then, but that was. There it is. See the black spot on there?
Zoom in here. I'm so
Yeah.
blind.
Other than that, it's
Oh,
doing
yeah.
good. That's the seedling of the Durban poison that I started from seed when this one decided to start going.
Hmm.
So, and
That's what always happens. So.
for your thing, what I thought when I heard it was that your soil got cold and the microbes started slowing down and it started less balance of the pH and it threw things off kilter and it all kind of dominoed from there. I think that if you would have maybe tried putting the heating mat under the pot and warming the soil up, and maybe the microbes could have took care of the pH problem without flushing. But
See, I don't think so. My tent almost sits right on top of a like a heat vent. So I don't like my tent. My tent's not cold by any means. My tent's not
Yeah,
cold at all,
that's
and
true.
they're not sitting on the ground either. They're sitting on top of the
there's
AC
no way
Infinity
that
bases, and then they're on a wood floor. Like mine aren't in a basement.
not on in a basement. Well, I was worried about
I
that
do.
because it does slow down when the temperature goes down. So when
Absolutely, yep.
so if you having that kind of a problem and it's this time of year, it tends to make me want to focus on, what's the temperature of my soil? Is that affecting my
Yeah.
pH? So that was
Yeah,
my
no, I
thoughts
definitely
on it.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. But my main problem is I got lazy.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
my main
I
problem.
can't disagree with that
is
either.
I stopped pHing I wasn't pHing my water and everything was going fine until it wasn't, so
Well, I
it just
think
took a
that
little while to change the pH in the soil before it finally just said, you know what, it's not working. We're gonna fuck you up a little bit for a bit.
I think that this problem I got with this skunk over here, I think that actually came from water. Because sometimes I use the water out of my dehumidifier bucket where it's like distilled water from the dehumidifier. And I usually put some hydrogen peroxide with it, but I didn't one or two times. And I think that might have carried it to it that way. But it seems to have recovered okay.
Yeah, I'm also running a new nutrient line too right now, so it's a learning curve with that as well. So
oh yeah, that's
I'm doing a lot of news right now, so I'm
yeah,
trying to figure everything out.
I like the picture on the Instagram with Bunny's pillowcases. It looks like sacks of the Hortic line.
Horty line. Yeah.
Yeah, the pillowcases. That's cute.
Yeah. I was supposed to get it in Toronto, but I missed my chance, so they finally sent them out. They had to reorder some, and they sent me some.
That's pretty cool. I never got mine,
Yeah.
but I also don't run Green Planet, so I mean,
Yeah, I'm a huge, huge Green Planet. I will never push a product on someone, but I could speak from my own experience on how much I like it, and that's all I could do.
Well, I guess it's a
yeah.
good thing to get on to somebody else now because we're
Yes.
all caught up
We're
here.
back in the spaceship.
Yeah, back in my spaceship.
Well, thank you so much.
All right, brother. It was
And
good to
we
see
hope
you
to
again.
see you next Friday.
Yep, see you then. Oh, I had an idea. You might think about it. Why don't we around Christmas time have an ugly sweater contest?
I did notice your sweater
Cool.
right away, by the way. Just saying. Yeah, definitely something to think about. Thanks.
All right. Later, brother. That would be cool, actually.
It would
A bunch
be.
of years ago, we did the tent decorating contest, like a long time ago. What, 3 years ago or something?
We did. I had
We
actually
did
won
the
in
Christmas
that
tent
giveaway.
decorating contest. Yeah, you did. I think everybody
Everybody
won, to be
did.
honest
Yeah,
with you.
everybody won.
I think there was a main prize, but we didn't have like a ton of people that had decorated their tents. So I think at the end of it, we were just like, you know what, we're gonna give everybody seeds or something that came on. I think it was seeds.
Yes, it was. So,
Yeah.
what are we? Who
Yeah,
is
maybe
next?
we'll do something like that again. Who is next? It is.
Oh, we are doing a
Mr.
giveaway when we hit 500. Happy Friday!
Yes. Oops, not me.
Let's go, guys.
Not me. What's going on, brother?
What were you saying, Sea Bunny?
At 500, we'll be doing a giveaway. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, please.
For sure.
Yes.
How you guys doing?
What do you got?
Good.
I see you got your 5x5 all set up, and you got your plants are
Yeah.
rocking.
You know Tyler Henry is jealous as hell of that tent. Maybe someday his wife will let him get a 5x5, but till then, he's doing a wonderful job.
I told her it's okay. Just let him do it.
Yeah, it took me some time to get this big ass tent, so yeah.
You guys are gonna get all the people in trouble with their wives.
Right. This is the light that Thurgood gave me. It's 100 watt
Nice.
that I put with my 150 watt, and
Okay.
Nice.
I have the 150 on 75%, and I've got this one around 80%. So I'm trying to like match them a little bit. I just did that today, so I'm gonna leave them on overnight, see how they do. But as of right now, they're doing pretty well. This is the Sunset Sherb by Fireline Genetics that Thurgood gave me a while back. And as you can see, it topped itself like not once or twice. It looks like 3 times. It's pretty wild looking. So I started training that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty neat looking. I mean, I'm just going to see how it grows and just train it how it wants to grow. This is the ultraviolet haze.
Let all those tops come up.
Right. I just transplanted this 2 days ago. It's looking pretty happy already. This is the Banana Blaze by Dutch Passion, another one that Thurgood gave me. And as you can see, it's getting a little
nice.
It's getting the same nutrients as the other ones, but it's been picky since the beginning. I had to give it CalMag about 2 weeks in. It started getting some deficiencies, and it cleared it right up. But then the last feeding, when I gave it some of the Alaskan fish food, it seemed to burn it a little bit. So I'm going to have to watch it with this one. I'm going to have to feed it separately. Now that I know it's going to be a finicky one. So I'm going to have to watch the watering and everything. But I mean, look, it looks beautiful. It looks pretty happy.
Yeah.
I don't think I burned it up
for
too
sure.
bad.
Yes.
See, that's something I've been lucky, considering I always do different breeds, different genetics. I've been able to keep them all on the same schedule, knock on wood. I've yet to have that where I've had to feed different.
I knew, I'm running all different strains, so I know they all run different. So that's the only way is trial and error is just water them all the same and see which ones take what. So now that I know, I can adjust for that. But the rest of them, like this is the THC bomb. I found a couple seeds from the pounds that I grew outside this year. So I planted one just for the heck of it, and it is just, I'm loving it.
That looks really good.
Yeah, and then these
you're gonna have that.
ones
You're gonna have
here.
that tent full soon.
Oh, I know. I hope I have enough room. These are the Dr. Pepper that I got from Gigi. Thurgood won it on her live on IG, and he said, I got too many seeds as it is. Give it to Kind Buds, and she sent them to me. So, Gigi, she's so sweet. I had to pop a couple for her in honor of her sending those to me. And then I got some of the Lucky Charmelade that I got in the mail from Saul Bunyan a couple of days ago. I planted those for the Astro Grow Along. They
That's
are
exciting.
lemon cherry gelato mixed with Skittles, and those are two of my favorite strains right now. So I can't wait to see what comes of those.
Nice.
And then I got two more that are just bag seed. It was some of that giggle weed, and my girl, she likes that stuff, so I just named it Mandy's Giggle. Shout out to Mandy in the chat. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff going. Just seeing what I like. I got some good genetics in here. So nothing should turn out to be pretty bad, I'd imagine, as long as I grow it right. This is really my first indoor try. Going all the way through. I tried some auto flowers this summer and stunted them real bad and just stuck them outside. So this winter, I'm going to test my indoor skills. I know how to do the outdoor. And this is totally different than that.
Well, that's outdoors hard, man.
There you guys are.
You got to battle the elements. Hell yeah.
Starting to get a collection up here now. Some familiar names. Yeah. Got Thurgoods up there now.
Oh, I know.
Nice.
From Crop Culture, he's got his own section.
Yeah.
He sent me a whole bunch. I picked out my favorites. And I sent some to Tyler. I sent him Huey's and some of Chris's. And hopefully I'll have mine soon. Elle said he's working on my logo. As soon as I get that taken care of, I'm going to make some slaps. And
that's going to be fun.
Send them out to my buddies.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some of those, man.
I'm really happy with this. I should have a lot of fun with this tent. And if I happen to grow too much, which I'm really good at doing, my brother lives 10 minutes down the road. He's got a 4x4. I gave him one plant already that was outgrowing the rest. I didn't want to deal with it. I said, hey, buddy, you want to come pick this up? He's like, oh, yeah. So he's growing that.
Nice.
If I run out of room, I can always give him another plant.
That's cool. It's nice to be able to share it, pass it on when you have too much or too many plants or whatever. It's nice to be able to hand them out to people in the community or family or whoever.
When Thurgood was
shout
on,
out to
man,
the community.
He made me tear up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's the truth. Like, he always helps me out. He never asks anything in return. There's several other people. Huey came over, pressed some resin with me from my homegrown. We sat out there for a few hours and just smoked down and listened to music and bullshit and talk. So yeah, the community's great. I encourage new people to check it out because everybody's accepted here. Whether you're a new grower,
for sure.
Absolutely, man.
Whether you're not a grower, I mean, watch for a while, maybe you'll get interested. And it's as therapeutic as it is smoking.
100%.
Yeah, man, there's a place for everybody here, you know, like whether you're, like you said, brand new, or maybe you're here teaching me something, you know, like everybody's welcome. I want some people to come on and like last night I got to go on with Levels on his show,
Right.
and I got to talk
I
to
was on there.
Carl with a motherfucking K, and that
Man
man
knows
was
his
dropping
shit.
knowledge all night long.
Oh, yeah.
Long. And I was in the chat and I was like, man, I have to go on there right now, and I just need to tell this guy thank you, because you're dropping some fucking real
Correct.
shit in the
Yeah.
on here right now. Like, people should be listening right now because you're saying it.
When
telling
smart people
what's
talk,
up.
listen. That's a rule. I learned so much, and my brain's kind of like a sponge, so I remember that's everything that you guys teach me, and I just pass it on to the next person, and hopefully they learn, and you know they can help somebody else, and that's just what it's about. We just all help
That is
each
what it's
other.
all about.
It's fun to watch everybody's plants growing up, and I have a good time. I have just as much fun watching everybody else's garden. So I like coming on here.
Exactly. Yeah, I love seeing people succeed in their gardens, man. Like, I
100%.
had somebody reach out to me the other day and say, like, man, I want to give you a hand figuring this out, because I just hate seeing other gromies struggling with their grows. And
Right.
that's it, man. Like, if you see people struggling, like, you don't have to be a dick about it and just say this is the problem and blah 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 blah. But like constructive criticism, or you know,
There's a way
hey,
to
I've
go about
had
it.
a similar issue to this before. Right. This is what I did. Like, maybe you can try some of this and maybe it'll work for you. You know, like
exactly. I'll never tell anybody how to do something. I will tell you how I do it. Yeah. Give you my opinion on something. But if I'm not 100% on something, I'm not going to tell you. But I might be able to, send you to somebody who does know. And if they don't know, they can send you until you find out. Somebody out there knows. There's enough of us. We put our heads together. We can figure out anything.
And together, yeah, like you said, we all put our heads together, and together we figure it out. You know, we don't know everything individually, but as a community, man, we know a lot of shit. We know a lot.
We do.
So
I'll never know everything. Everybody gets, and I'm okay with that. I love learning new stuff every day. You know,
if we do think we learn it all.
I had the same thing happen. Like, I commented on your post. I'm like, man, the same thing happened to me to that outdoor one, and I couldn't figure out what it was. What was the temp dropped? We got that the remnants from that first hurricane, that bad hurricane that came through, and it must have hit the roots, because it did the same thing yours is doing. It started yelling off and dying down. It started drooping, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I never did. And that's why I said, good luck, man. I wish I knew, but that sounds like the same thing. And then when Carl came on, I've talked to him a couple times before on, I think, Levels, and he knows what he's talking about. He really does.
He does.
And
he's
it's
smart,
great.
dude,
if you get on any of these podcasts, in the circle, you'll see the same people running around. Like, you'll find some people out there that are full of shit, and people are just out there to hear themselves talk. But if you find the right circle to run in, you'll see all of us together, and we go to the same podcast, and those people know what they're talking about. And if you listen to them, you will learn something probably every time you watch it.
100%.
For sure.
100%. Yeah.
Thank you so much for showing your garden and coming on.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Always.
I'll be in the
we
chat.
Hope to see you.
Always welcome, man.
Yeah.
You know
yes, hope to see you next Friday. We want to see how. Yes. Thank you so much.
Great to see you guys.
The updates. Yes, yes.
Have a great night.
Peace, brother.
Yeah, big shout out to the community. Again, like you said, there's always a way to go about it.
Cool.
If you come at me and tell me I'm wrong, this is this is that, I won't listen to you. If you come at me and be like, hey, I think this might be your problem, or this, I'm going to listen to you more than if you come at me and say, there's only one way to do it, and if you don't do it this way, you're wrong. I won't listen to that.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very true. There's definitely a way to do it, and
yes.
I had put the post out asking the community, so I mean, I expected all answers. I wasn't sure what I was going to get there, but I knew somewhere in there the right answer was going to be there somewhere. I just
Well,
had to
that's why
find
I
it.
also
That's all. So
I've always been open on Instagram of all my grows, whether they've been good or bad, and I've always asked advice too.
Yeah.
And I'll usually lean towards the one that has, say, there's 20 people saying it's a CalMag problem. There's 25 people saying it's a nitrogen problem. I'm gonna lean towards the who like the 25, the one who's saying it the most. And always do your research.
well, I'm gonna
That
get
is
the
important
answers,
too.
and then I'm gonna go. I was just gonna say I'm gonna get the answers, and then I'm gonna go do my own research. And to be
Always.
honest with you, I did my research before I even put
Yeah.
that post out, so I was pretty sure I knew. But I wanted to see if I overlooked something. You know what I mean? Like I said a few minutes ago, I don't know everything. So
And that's the thing.
maybe there's something
Confirmation
that I
is a
overlooked.
great
Somebody
thing.
can point that out.
And you're always learning.
Exactly.
We've had people like George Cervantes who even said, like, constantly learning. It doesn't matter if you're been growing for 40 years, you're constantly learning. And if you're not, then you're not growing.
Right. Yeah. If you're done learning, if you're at the point of growing where you're just I know everything and I'm not gonna learn anymore, then I mean you're gonna be stuck right where you're at.
I said George,
Like
didn't I?
every
Instead
day
of Jorge.
I'm learning something new. Whether it's gonna yes, you did. But that's okay. But yeah, if you're done learning, then you might as well just stop because you're not
With
gonna get any
that,
better. And
I reread. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
you want to go into the next one?
Yeah, let's
Ready?
do this. I didn't mean to cut you off, though.
All right. Oh, it's okay. My internet's cutting me off. Okay, hold on. Are you ready?
We have the Grow Me of Jesus, the Cultivator of the Week. Congratulations, Cece.
Hey! Oh, that's okay. I call everybody grow me's anyway, so we're all good. We all do grow.
Yeah.
So I like your shirt, by the way, buddy.
Thank you.
Switch.
Don't touch
There we
Genix.
are.
Did you switch that back?
No se toca.
I already did it. I already did it. And you switched it back. That's okay. I'm laggy.
So how are y'all this evening?
Good. We've been seeing some nice gardens, and we get to see
Doing
your
good.
garden, so that's always a good time.
Yes. So I'm actually going to show Mr. Cece's plants first, as always, because,
Ooh,
Okay.
I got to start with my banner.
that's
Dawn.
right.
So,
He's in the can tent.
yep, he's in the can tent. So, but all right. So his girls got just a little bit bigger.
I'd say quite a bit
So-
bigger, but
Yeah, they did. They did. So to make sure that I get them correct, on this side we have the Baby Yoda, and then over here we have the GMO crossed with the Chiquita banana. Before I forget, because I usually forget once I start trying to say whatever it is he's growing.
Who's that one from? Who's the Chiquita banana from?
Oh, goodness gracious. I
Don't
think
put her
they're
on the
both
spot
Is that
like
a
that.
premium cultivar?
It's from Summit Seed Bank is where we got it, and the packaging said it's not exotic, it's exotics genetic. So I don't really know, but it looks really good, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. He came in and said, yes, that's it. And I'm like, okay. So the packaging says exotics genetics. So like I said, I don't know.
Because I have that
But he
same
was-
strain from I want to say premium cultivar, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's all I know, because it was just a friend at one point that was selling seeds, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll help support him. So I was buying photos, although I wasn't growing photos. So hubby gets to grow them. So, but they're both
Nice.
in flower. They're both doing really well. He is doing an awesome job. They are happy and healthy.
They are.
So they are having a good time. And they're just hanging out in there.
They're looking
Both,
good.
yeah, both butt
Mhm.
chugging. And he's decided he's not going to do any of the lollipopping or anything like that right now. He's like, I'm just going to let the plant be a plant. It's just going to grow. So I
Yeah.
said, they're
No,
your plants. You do whatever you like.
That's always cool to do. That's always cool to do the first time you grow something, just so you can see how it grows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and even with mine, I still lollipop and strip the bottom, and now I've been these
Yep.
girls backwards, forwards, and sideways, and you know, sometimes break stuff.
Every way they
and,
could go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And as long as they seem to be, they take it back in stride. They're all good. So,
Mhm.
now these are my 3 seedsman genetics. The strawberry cheesecake. This is for round 2 of the grow off on Untrained Astronauts Discord. So, and these
Nice.
girls, these 2 here are just as happy as they can be, and they're probably just about to start flowering soon. So just at
yeah.
the very end, but they're getting big. And my little one that was all brown and curled up, all of her new stuff is coming in nice and healthy now.
Yeah,
So
look
I'm
at
hoping
that.
I'm hoping she stays that way. She's still going to be a little bit smaller, but she seems to be filling in and getting green. So we're going to cross
She'll
our
pro-
fingers.
she'll probably taste the best.
Probably, yes. Yeah, she'll be the run to the litter, which, that's okay. It'll be her.
Yes.
She, like you said, she'll probably taste the best.
Yeah.
And this is the Fruity Pebbles OG that hubby broke. It was in his tent, the
Oh
autoflower.
wow.
She has
She's
decided
pretty.
she really likes the extra room now.
She looks like a
And
globe almost. Like a big.
yes, she has completely stretched out all the way around. So whatever he broke
Beautiful.
off, she didn't care one bit.
Nope.
So she just keeps right trucking along. I mean, she's just as happy as she can be.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah. And then this is my auto orange from the Nachos and El Sapo, my brother-in-law stuff that I'm always growing. This is hubby's favorite strain anyway, so.
She's pretty too.
Yes. She's the one that always turns the really pretty fall orange and brown, light brown colors, and when she starts to really bud up. So she's loving life over
Nice.
here too, getting big and stretching out.
So there was quite the discussion last night about cocoa on anything to do with bottom feeding, butt chugging
Mm-hmm.
on Level's show. Now, I look at your garden, and you're in cocoa, and you're bottom feeding, and your plants are always huge.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever run into any issues at all with cocoa on self-watering trays?
No, never had a
No.
problem. Everything runs just fine. As a matter of fact, you can see my roots are always, well, these are a little bit different. These are not the regular fabric pots, but these are ones that the Kaya Coco you can buy, the pre-pressed bricks and rehydrate and grow in the bags. But no, my bags do just fine. They butt chug just fine. My girls always like it. And they
Yeah,
always
that's
end
what I
up
was
with
thinking too.
massive
But
roots. I mean, all the way around it.
that's what I was
I've never
thinking
had a
too. But
problem.
at the same time, like what dude was saying, makes so much sense. You know what I mean? Like what he was talking about made so much sense, but then I see your garden and you're like defying all laws of growing in cocoa. Like, it's crazy.
I may have to go back and listen to that because I don't. I may not have been listening during that time. Do you remember who it was?
Yeah, it was Carl with a motherfucking K.
Oh, okay, Carl. Got it. Yeah, so I'll have to go back on there and listen to him. So, and see what he
I'm
says.
gonna
But
say
yeah,
it
no.
was like, if you look at where Tyler is on the video, I think it's like 2.5 or almost 3 hour mark into the live. That's kind of when he starts getting into the whole cocoa talk, and then I ended up having to go on because I was like, everything he's saying is so true. But
Yeah.
yeah, check it out. It was good. It was a good conversation.
Okay. I'll have to take a look at it. Yeah, I only watched part of it. So I'll have to go back and look again and see what he says for it. But
Yeah.
well, this is my 5x5. This is my flower tent. And this is my Night Terror from AQ. You'll see as she grows up and gets big. I don't know if y'all remember the super, super purple one that got so dark purple it was blue. This is going to be her. Yes.
Oh, wow.
These were the freebies that he was giving out with his orders. Went like a couple times ago. So when I got my new testers, I'm like, do you have any more? Please, 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 please. So it is super awesome. The only downside is she is so strong with, I say it's more of a diesel smell. Hubby, I don't know if he said it was or not, but when I trim this one, I can only trim for about 20 minutes and I have to get up and walk away. And then I can come back and I can trim some more. Yes, it is so strong. I have I can't sit down and trim the whole time. So, but she's really super pretty when she grows. So she is awesome.
She looks super sativa with like the long, skinny fingers.
Oh yeah, she does. But most of her larger leaves I've already taken off. So she does get some bigger fan leaves that she'll have towards the bottom. But as they start to grow up, she'll get these small little skinny fingers. So, and she's a hybrid, but she does really well. So,
yeah, it looks good.
Speaking of purple, this is my Frankenfunk, one of my bonsais. This is my little skeleton girl.
Oh, nice.
Love that.
That's getting really close to finishing. Yeah, you really can't see much of the skeleton anymore until you get down here. So she's covering up quite a bit of it. Yeah. No. I'm super happy with that. So,
I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But she grew really, really well. And that was part of the reason why I picked these genetics. They're from Dream Beans. They're supposed to be
one leaf on the top that just sticks out of the bud.
Yeah. These are supposed to be, all of his stuff tends to be, it'll take a beating. It's really good. They're supposed to be super strong, huge plants. So I was like, okay, she'll do good. But as you can see, she's already starting to fade a little bit. So it won't be too much longer, but she's really super purple.
Yeah, she's pretty.
And then
he is.
I have my other little Fruity Pebbles OG here. This is my little 1 gallon baby. She's, of course, since she's a little smaller, she's further along than the other two. So she's stacking up pretty nice.
I'd say.
Yeah, so she's doing really well. Now she's on a self-watering base, but she is not There's no wick lines or anything attached to her. I've just got her sitting on it
Oh,
so that
okay.
I can just pour it through.
Yeah.
So, but
More like
that's my
just
little
catching
Christmas
the
tree.
excess.
Yeah. So that way I just don't have to worry about it. I didn't want to have to stick another tray in here because I've already got one in here for the bonsais.
Yeah.
And I've got this
Love
big
that.
monstrosity back here. That's taking up 1/4 of the tent by herself. This is the other Fruity Pebbles OG that's in ProMix.
Wow.
And she's in flower too, just not quite as far along. And I
It's
have a
got some
feeling
colors too.
yeah, she does. I have a feeling I'll have to get in there to her buds because if I don't, as thick as they are stacking together, she's probably going to end up with she could start some bud rot with all of those
Yeah.
leaves stacked on
Yeah.
top of each other. So that's my
Some
project this
type of like
weekend.
a powdery mildew or something.
Yeah.
You mean not trimming?
No, actually, I have something in the herbs now already. I did a few days ago. She just couldn't wait anymore. So I was trying to hold off, but I mean, she just wasn't having it. She said, I'm done. Get me out of here. So I just couldn't wait anymore. So I had to, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
sorry, guys. I was trying to make it wait till Friday, but it just didn't work.
We appreciate you trying.
Oh, yeah. I am in very
I don't know
humid,
how you keep it all straight anyways,
climate.
to be honest with you.
Oh, well, see, my girls I can remember very easily because I know what goes where, and even when I move them, I'm like, yeah, that's that one. And he's like, is this the night terror or is this the auto orange? I said, that's the auto orange. Is this one? No, that's this one. So I don't know.
Well, yeah, you get to know. You get to know what.
I play roll call with my kids and my dogs, but I can tell you what my plants are.
Yeah.
You know.
Right? So true.
How it goes.
And this is my last little baby. This is my other bonsai. This is Skull Island. And you can see she's getting a little lighter too already in her leaves. She was a little more green. So she's getting super frosty too.
Yeah, she is.
And she's growing.
Beautiful.
And stretched and pulled out all over the place. Yeah, I had fun with this one. I did break one part of her, but she took
see
it like
stuff
a
like
champ.
that, and I think of Jay Windsor. Him and his bending there. I love that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did pretty good with this one.
Check him out.
I'd say.
Yeah, this one's my favorite.
I like how it looks like it's hair.
Yeah, well, see, and I was going to take more off of it and just do more of the exposed roots and take a lot of the watering and feeder roots off. And hubby was like, no, it looks like hair. You got to leave it on there. Leave the cocoa there too.
Great.
And I'm like, okay. So we just call this one Skull Island.
I love it.
So
nice.
But yeah, so that's what I got. Those are all my babies.
Great job as usual.
Thank you. I love my ladies.
I don't blame you.
This is my peaceful time.
It definitely shows.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean the humidity in this room. If I could honestly just leave all of these tents open and just lay here and just look at them all day. Yeah.
Sounds like a great day to me.
Yeah, I mean, well, the photo tent may not like it too much, but the autos, they don't care. So
yeah, exactly.
Autos don't like me.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I think they look good. I mean, and I didn't know what happened with Ganix, and he was like, and I was like, oh my gosh, did he have to kill him? What happened? So then I was like, oh, okay, they're coming back. They're good. They're good.
No, they're coming back.
They're good.
Yes. No, mine are looking good. They're just short. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and and I'll be honest. When Big Time Buds and Tattoos, the one of the other members of Chronic Chatter, and he was like,
Yes.
and he's been talking to me about his autos. He's like, but Cece, they're so short and they're already going into flower. I'm like, I was like, maybe it's the genetics, maybe it's this. I'm like, I don't really know. I mean, it just depends on what they are and whose they are and what they do, and everybody's kind of the same thing with like with what Carl was saying with the cocoa. It's there, everybody's like, oh, it's the size pod, it's the this, it's the that, and I'm like, but that's not always the case. I've grown
100%.
5.5 foot autos in a 1 gallon pot. So you can't say for certain that it's 100% that there's no definite when it comes to autos, much less cocoa, much less genetics. It's everybody's stuff does their own thing.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
We could both be growing the same genetics, using the same things, and they look completely different. I mean, they don't grow the exact same way.
Pheno definitely does play a big part in it.
Yeah. So I mean,
see it all
you
the
just
time.
never know.
We see people growing the same all the time, and they come out 100% different. That's the cool thing about this, doing these shows is you get to see every version of every grow, and you can compare yours with other people. Like, I don't like comparing mine with other people's because I always just get disappointed. But
you should never compare.
When you
no, don't compare.
When you can
ever.
see somebody else doing the exact same stuff that you are, but totally different results, it's amazing, really. And it all comes down to environment, your moisture in your soil, your nutrients, your lighting, your temperatures, whatever. There's so many different factors involved.
Everything.
And
yeah.
So
well, see, I'm really curious because, like, with this versus mode, with round 1, I'm growing against Despicable Dabs. He and I are doing everything the exact same, except for there's only one factor that's different, other than it's his garden versus my garden, is our nutrients. We're both same strain in cocoa, both butt chugging, both. I mean, it's everything is the same, except for the nutrients. So I'm interested to see the differences between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that will be fun to see for sure.
Yes. Because, like I said, I really don't know. Everybody's like, what? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing anything different than anybody else.
Yeah.
So
you just got a knack for it, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, but you know what? Until this, I've killed every plant. I know I've said it before. I couldn't even grow succulents. So I guess this is how I make up for it.
That's funny because that is so me.
I've killed every other plant I've ever grown until now. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's just, but this is therapeutic. It helps me. Definitely helps hubby, keeps him super happy. So we're both good with it.
Worse.
Yep.
Nice.
So, but I'm sure you got more people on in the background. I'm gonna jump back in the chat. We'll get up to see some more beautiful gardens.
Sounds
you're
good.
welcome.
Thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we hope to see you next Friday, and congratulations again.
Thank you, and good luck with your autos, Ganix. They're gonna make it.
Thank you. They're on the mend.
You got this.
We're willing it. They're gonna grow up big, strong, and beautiful from here on out.
I'm pretty happy with how quickly they're bouncing back. So I mean, it can only go up from here, I hope.
Yeah.
So
well, they're
we'll
fast
see
buds.
It's an experiment at this point. Like I said earlier, like I was counting them out. So whatever happens, if I get anything off of it, it's a bonus at this point. But the biggest thing is I can learn what happened, why it happened, and how to fix it, and then I can help the next person. That's the main thing for me is being able to explain this to somebody else and maybe fix somebody else's garden, so.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Galaxy. All right. Well, y'all have a good weekend.
You as well.
And a
we
good
will talk to you
evening.
soon.
You too.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all have a good night.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
All right.
You too.
Peace.
I always love seeing. I love seeing all types of grower, but I always love seeing other female growers as well, because there's a lot in the community, but we don't see a lot of them.
Yeah. No, I agree. That's why Wednesday
So
will
it's
be
always
cool because
nice.
we're gonna have a female grower on Wednesday night.
Miranda, yes. Not only a grower, but she also works at a cannabis store, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think it's a dispensary. So we'll get into that and we'll pick her brain about all sorts of stuff. So if anybody has any questions that they want to ask Miranda, hold on to them and drop them in the chat on Wednesday night, and we'll definitely get those
Yes.
out. Not out, but we'll put them up on the screen so she can answer some of your guys' questions as well.
Yes.
So yeah, it'll be cool. Are you ready for the next one?
I am.
All right, here we go.
Sam, I am. Hello.
T-Money.
How we doing? Happy Friday.
Yes, happy Friday. We got here.
So I'm growing Super Skunk X Endgames from Ethos in 4 10-gallon pots. And I'm chugging and aerating.
Can you move him off?
Can I what?
I did. You're good.
Oh,
Keep
you
going.
did. Oh yeah, there you go. He's good now.
Right.
He's good on my screen now.
Me again.
Yeah, look at that. And you're liking the lights underneath?
Yeah, I like them. So get back in here.
Nice.
I mean,
Oh yeah, look at that.
for being the bottoms. I mean,
Yeah.
that's bud for under here.
Heck yeah.
I'd say so.
Alicia says legs for days.
Oh, I wish.
Those are legs.
They're legs. I wouldn't say
You got legs. You got legs.
I wouldn't say for days.
I don't know.
Okay. You got legs for day then.
There we go. But yeah, they're coming.
They're frosting up nice.
Yeah, they're definitely looking good. Look at that.
They're crushing it, man. Second grow. This is his second grow.
I know. I still can't believe it. Jesus.
And if you've heard Tyler talk before, he doesn't even count his first grow. I heard him say that last night. I don't even count my first grow. Bullshit.
Well, it's a grow. It was experience I got under my belt. I got a harvest. I got to smoke my own smoke. But like,
and that is the best.
Else, I think I even on this one, I didn't give myself so much room for training, but I'm learning. You know, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna keep pushing myself. Keep learning. That's all I can do.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Maximizing the space that you have and just trying to get better as you go.
Yes. You definitely have the green thumb, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're pretty frosty.
I'd say so.
And what size of tent again?
3x3.
It's a 3x3.
Yeah, and he's got 40 gallons of soil in there.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. So I think last week you were on, it might have been the week before, you were saying that you're going to try and do one plant next time. Is that
Correct.
okay? One plant and then just scrog it out and fill the whole tent with canopy.
Yeah, more veg time, more just getting to play with her and just really test growth, you know.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to watch.
But I'm also trying to talk her into getting this giant tent for the room. Our 19-year-old just moved out, and yep,
Nice.
trying to get another tent.
Giant tent for the win. I'm rooting for you, buddy.
Never give up. So hopeful.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you. You'll get this. You got this.
He's out. You better not come back, or I don't get nothing. Enjoy your apartment. Time good.
Shit. That's what happened to me. I was growing in in a bedroom, and it wasn't even a bedroom. It was like an office. I had a desk and everything, and I had one little 3x3 tent. And then our kid moved out, and then it was like, okay, cool. I got the whole basement now. So then I just filled it with tents. But I'm not there anymore, so I'm in a small spot now. So, but yeah.
Yeah, but you're still growing and challenging yourself, and
Absolutely, you can't stop, man. I did stop for a little while, and I drove myself nuts. So I had to find a way to set another tent up.
yeah.
So, yeah. No, you're doing good, man.
Yeah, this is gonna be the grow room.
Yeah.
Can't wait. As soon as that harvest, as soon as I cut those plants, that tent's getting cleaned up and brought up here and get a better setup.
Nice. That's cool, man. Can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see this new gigantic tent you're gonna put in there. That's gonna be dope.
If I saw it, it'll be fun. Then I can try growing some CC plants.
Yeah, man. Lots of them. I said he should do the Homer Simpson Christmas gift and just buy her like a 10x10. And when she doesn't want it, then he can use it.
Like the bowling ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what she wants. I'm not flicking you off.
No, I know. I know exactly what you're saying.
I mean, if it's worth a tent, do what you gotta do.
Or CC Bunny, I'm sorry. I did that again. But fuck, you're not gonna help. No. My 3x3.
I'm not supposed to help.
That 3x3 is all I need. I'm good. I don't. I just got to become a better grower and fucking really produce some bigger trees in there.
5 pounds in a 3x3 tent.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was trying to do with all the soil I got in there right now.
I know.
I just didn't veg long enough.
That's a lot of soil in there. No, you did veg long enough. You don't have room to veg any longer in there.
I could have done some cutting and cloning and throwing and.
You don't have any more room in that tent, sir.
Not much.
But yeah, no, you're doing good for the space that you have, and your second fucking grow. Let's just point that out one more time.
Yep.
Number 2.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's lying. He's like on grow 40, but he's just saying 2.
You popped my virginity. I don't know what you're talking about. You've seen everything. Only thing you didn't see me is unpack the tent. After
That's true.
The tent, you saw.
That's cool.
No, you're killing it. That's awesome.
I promise on my kids. All 37 of them.
Never mind the tent. You need to get a bus now.
He can walk. I'll ride the tent.
Oh, fuck.
I got nothing.
A bus with all those
kids. You got nothing for that one? That was a pretty good one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't watch this. She's at work right now. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yes.
Hopefully she doesn't watch.
I had nothing to do with this. I
what?
tried.
Oh, this was all you. Gangs and I had nothing to do with this. What do you mean?
This was
Bunny,
all
this is
C
you.
Bunny. This was all C Bunny.
Because normally it's Ganix taking it, so now it's got to be it's your turn.
My turn. I'll take
Thank
the
you,
heat.
Tyler. I appreciate this.
I'll just tell her to go back. Proof is in. Just rewind.
No, she can't watch it all. No.
Just for that, I'll send her the clip.
Yeah, she'll watch. She watches anyways. You don't have to say nothing. She'll watch.
You're in trouble.
I tried.
I'm just glad it's not me. That's all.
Yeah, you say that all the time. Oh, I'll take the blame. Yeah. Thanks.
And I will. I absolutely will. But I'm just glad this time it's not me. It's on C Bunny this time. So.
But the punishment has to move somewhere else. That's the problem. Can I take the blame?
Well, unfortunately.
But the punishment doesn't go anywhere. The punishment doesn't go anywhere.
You're the one that. Well, I mean, it does. It goes to you.
Where'd it go? Well, who'd it go from before?
Well, she can't hit me through the screen. She can reach
You
you.
can go to fucking Canada and get one of you. Here's my truck.
I mean, I'm right here. I mean,
I'll send her Ganix's address.
I'm moving.
Well, I got a 8x4 tent. We can fucking be roommates in. If she lets it happen.
Oh shit! Oh, that's fun.
Always a good time.
Hey man, as long as you got a backyard, you can put that in. I mean, at least you'll always have a place to live.
Right? Well, that backyard might be too close. I got a chunk of land up north that's closer to you. We'll meet there.
That works. We'll get some generators going. We'll get that tent fired up, and we'll sleep under the stars.
And listen to Nickelback or what?
Sounds like the best bromance ever.
No Nickelback. No Nickelback. Listen to Nickelback. Listen to this guy.
Well, you're the one brought up underneath the stars and it went too far.
Well, yeah,
I didn't know how to go far.
We got to grow plants in that tent.
You crossed that line, Ganix.
I crossed the line.
I try to every time, but you beat me this time.
I got nothing for you, man. I got
nothing.
You got me speechless for the first time ever. I don't know what to say.
Oh shit. I don't know, but let's share this fucking channel. Fucking grow this community up.
Yes, please. Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
I know there's a bunch of people out there. Fucking Kind Buds, Thurgood. A bunch of people are trying. I know it. The whole community's trying. Let's do it.
And we appreciate all of you.
Everybody's doing awesome, man. Everybody's sharing and subscribing, and it's been good, man. Like this channel hasn't been here that long, and I mean we're approaching 300 subscribers now, and I mean it's going smooth. It's going smooth for sure.
Yes.
Good.
So no, we appreciate everybody and what everybody's doing, and I see you, Tyler. You're posting videos and stuff, telling everybody where you're at the Friday nights, and Kind Buds is doing it, and J Rats and Alicia and
Alicia. Yeah, the whole community, fucking bunch of good people.
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't appreciate it any more than I do. So at 500, we're doing a giveaway.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it'll be good.
I'll watch it from my 8x4 tent in the middle of the woods and the stars.
Listen to Nickelback.
Listen to Nickelback. Hey, that
fuck.
thing for tomorrow, that thing's awesome. Doing letters
Yes.
to people that are locked up. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's another like
there's
that.
a
That's right there. That's awesome.
there's and so everybody knows, they always have crazy prizes on this show. There's so many prizes to be
Yes.
won. I won 3 years ago. I won
The
the
butter
Source
maker
Turbo
thingy.
machine. It was the RSO machine, the machine to make RSO. It's like a $600 and something machine, and I won it on the Last Prisoner Project show. So there's crazy giveaways last year from
What's
I think
an
it was
RSO machine?
it's a
What that
machine
is.
so RSO is Rick Simpson oil, and he created this to fight cancer. And it's an alcohol infusion. So it's Everclear. You put your bud in the Everclear. You got to freeze it so it's really, really cold. Break off the trichome heads. You do a wash in your alcohol, and then you strain all the plant out of it, and then you put it into this machine. And what it does is it vacuum seals the top. It's dangerous to add heat to alcohol. Obviously, it's 151 proof. So
Why
it's
do you have
dangerous
Everclear sitting right next to you?
because this is my
Is
spot.
that what right when you get right when you're done, you
This is my spot.
kick her off?
No, you don't drink this shit. No fucking way. I wouldn't. I mean, you can if you want, but
I don't drink at all anymore. But my buddy almost died off 151 freaking at my aunt's wedding. He 3/4 the bottle just smacked right down to the ground.
I couldn't even get that stuff past my nose. I couldn't get that stuff past my nose.
Well, he was
That's
already drunk
bad.
too.
Yeah, so you put the alcohol mixed with the weed into the, I'll call it the bowl, and then it's surrounded by another container, and then the lid goes down on top, and then you put ice on top of it. And when you turn the machine on, it starts to bubble everything and cook off the alcohol, but the alcohol goes up with the condensation and it collects on the lid, and then it all falls back down into the other compartment. So you reclaim the alcohol. You get like 90% of the alcohol back. So you can reuse it again. It comes out clear. Now, if you do this a couple times, it'll start coming out a little bit on the green side, but you can use your alcohol like a few times before you're like, I'll get like probably 3 or 4 uses out of this bottle before it's gone. So
how much flour do you usually
it
start
depends.
with that you
Depends.
freeze?
Like I'll start with a mason jar, and I'll fill that up with weed, and then I'll just, as I'm starting to put the alcohol into it, I'll just barely go over the top of the flour, and then you shake it up and you agitate it, I guess we'll say, and once it's like a dark green color. Everybody does it differently. Everybody has like however long, like some people do it for 15 minutes. Some people do it for an hour. Some people do it for 5 days. Some people, like, everybody has a different time frame of how long they'd like to do it for. The shorter period of time, probably the cleaner it's going to be. You'll end up with a much cleaner product at the end, but then you cook the alcohol off and you end up with an oil. And then you can put this into like tablets, or you can just put it on your tongue and let it dissolve in your mouth, however you like to do it. Put it on a fucking cracker, cookie, whatever. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, it's very, very, very good stuff. Like as pretty much as concentrated as it can be.
As it gets, yeah.
So the one time that I definitely did drink a little bit of this Everclear, I had like a shot glass, and I had already cooked off like 90% of the alcohol or more, and it was just the THC in a shot glass with whatever filled up like a 1 ounce bit of alcohol. And I did take a swig of that. And I think that was on a Friday night after a show. And Sunday night at dinner, I still was like fucking still flying. I haven't done that
I got
since.
shit to do. I can't. What the fuck?
I know, me too.
Well, not that
but
day.
I did nothing. I didn't do shit for 2 days.
I remember that.
Oh god.
But we do have one more garden to see tonight before we call it quits. So,
yes.
Thanks for having me. Happy Friday. Happy growing.
Happy Friday. We hope to see you next Friday.
Hoping. It's no other place I'd rather be.
Except for in the 8x4 under the stars.
With you.
Listening to Nickelback.
I forgot. Okay.
I forgot. I don't know how you could have forgot that.
So soon. Here, let me hit the bowl again. I'll remind you how I forgot.
Yes. All right. Peace, brother.
Happy growing.
Have a great night. Bye.
Oh, fuck.
All right. I think we've kept him waiting long enough.
Hello.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing good, man. How are you? I'm
doing good. I got something in the mail today.
Nice. Glad
I'm gonna
you
put
got
them on
them.
my Trimbos outside.
Nice. Love that.
That's when we'll put them. And I got a little hack here. Kind of, I had a little bright idea. My tent is like pulling in the side, so I put these hangers here on the sides. I don't know if you can see that.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But it's kind of pushing that back away from my plant, so I get a little more footage.
I've seen people do the hanger thing before, which I think is super, super, super creative. But I just saw something today on Instagram, and I don't remember who it was, but they actually make something that snaps onto the poles that does exactly that.
Oh, really? Okay, because you got to get a good strong coat hanger because I broke 2 of them.
Oh yeah.
So make sure it's strong.
Yeah, they definitely break. So other than that, I thought that was pretty cool. I forget where I saw it. I saw it on a picture. And I'm like, oh wow, I'm gonna have to do that. And then they just kind of stay there. But all this is getting ready to look so much different. I got a lot of work ahead of me. I have an outside grow in here that I got to get stripped down and taken outside. And then I'm cleaning this all down with potassium bicarbonate just in case there was any powder mildew or anything like that.
Yeah.
But all that's getting ready to be brownies.
Oh, nice.
So this plant, it started to flower.
Brownies.
Right. It started to flower, and then the street light come on for some reason.
Oh yeah.
That one back here is a lot bigger. So when the street light come on, it stopped flowering, but it didn't re-veg. It didn't really freak out. It didn't harm or anything. It just stopped flowering. So we noticed it, and we we put stuff over it at 7:00 at night, and then took the tarps and stuff off of it. And it went into like this stretch phase, and it just stretched, I don't know, probably a good 18 inches, and it just stayed larvae. And we just cut it down yesterday, and it's been flowering since mid-August or something like that.
Oh wow!
But we're pretty sure it's not going to taste very good, so we're not going to try and dry it properly. We're just going to dry it really quick and then boil it down into some vegetable oil.
Nice.
Yeah.
But these flowers here, I think this one's getting harvested and that one's getting harvested, and I'm pretty sure I'm doing it like a week early. But I kind of have to. I don't have a choice. The where we put my tent, right, is
Okay.
in the laundry room. And so my son, he's in the Army. In the
Okay.
you can actually see some of his garb here. But his it's for he's in high school. But his drill sergeant looked at him and was like, do we need to test you? He was like, well, no, definitely not. He was like, well, because you smell like herb, and you know what I mean. He was like, oh well, my dad's gross. You know what I mean. So I gotta
Yeah.
get this out of the laundry room. I got to. Even though I do have a carbon filter, but when I
It's
have this
still
thing
away.
open, when I have it open,
Yeah.
it just wafts through this whole room right here. And,
Yeah.
so I'm going to do something that you should not do. One, I'm harvesting, I think, a week early on these two, but I'm digging this up. This 3x3 bed that's been here for like 8 months. Yeah, I don't have anybody that's like around here. I can pick it up and then move it all the way into
you're
there.
not picking that thing up.
Yeah.
So I gotta dig it up. It sucks, but it's
That's
a sacrifice that
unfortunate.
I'm willing to make because like I can't.
Well, of course.
You know what I mean? If it wasn't for
you
that,
gotta do for sure.
it would stay here, but it's got to be moved. But I'm gonna I got some mycorrhiza, and I got some more 3.0 and craft blend and build a flower. So I am gonna re-amend it pretty good, and then I'm putting the Northern Lights number 5 in here, and so that'll be sprouted out. And it'll probably
that's
look
gonna
like
be
this.
awesome to see, though.
Yeah, I can't wait.
One plant,
right? 2 pounds, one plant. See if I can do it.
Hell yeah, you can do
it. Yeah, I love to take and bake. The growing the build-a-soil away. I don't have to. It really takes a lot of the guesswork out of it for me, because I didn't want to have to become like a trained chemist with not having to know how to. Because I even messed up the Fox Farm nutrients trying to get them right, and it was just a lot of work for me. So, like this here, all I do is water only thus far, and other than burning it, I would have had it really good. It would have looked really nice. But that was.
I think Jeremy spent a lot of time figuring things out for us. You know.
Yeah. So, like my wife, because she don't partake at all, and last December she's like, "Hey, you're gonna start growing," and I'm like, "I don't. What do you mean?" And she was like, "Oh, well, they're gonna legalize it." And I'm like, "Oh, well, definitely." Yeah, I mean, she was like, so her question was, well, can't you just put it in the corner and let it grow? Like, do you really have to have, you know what I mean, all of these amenities pretty much? And I'm like, well, you can, but like, what type of product are you going to come out? You know what I mean? And is it worth it in the long run? You know what I mean? The amount of money that you would be putting into it and still not coming out with a good product. So then once I found Build-A-Soil, once I found Build-A-Soil, he had already put in like pretty much all the work on resourcing the material and finding, and he taught me a lot about like organic and whether or not it's organic, and they can just slap organic name on things that you know what I mean, just not necessarily advantageous for what we're going for. So yeah, that's why I kind of just locked in on Build-A-Soil, and I'm trying to transition over from with having the autoflowers go into. But I would have to get like 15-gallon pots instead of having my 5-gallon pots. And I think I like 3 to 5 gallon pots for my autoflowers. I think that's plenty.
Well, if you'd like to learn about growing organically in small pots, I did an episode with Mr. Grow It and talking all about that.
Okay.
So,
all right. Yeah,
it's on Garden Pots with Mr. Grow It. Organic gardening in small pots.
Okay, because I'll even put worms in my small pots if I have to. These are all my worms.
Absolutely. Oh yeah,
little creepy crawlers.
Yeah, I had worms at one point too. They're fun.
Yeah,
have you given them kelp meal yet? Have you fed your worms kelp meal?
No, not yet. I did. I made my own worm feed with couple different flowers, dolomite lime, just eggshells, and I think that was about it. And then I feed them
Then
all
love
my
kale meal.
scraps. So like bananas, peels, and lettuce, and I do put kale
Yep.
and cilantro in here.
I love avocados as well. Watermelon.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got to build a. They're not going to sit on top of this washer for very long. I got to build a tower right here, and then get more of these. But I took 100 worms and 3 different small totes, and I grew those for a couple months, and now I have 2 totes of worms. So this is probably
Nice.
I don't know 1,000 worms now that I have out of 100. I've been doing it for about 6 months.
Nice.
And then I got my beetles. I just got my beetles. This is my beetle tower.
Nice. I remember you
Nice.
showing us that last time. That's so cool.
And
Yeah.
so the
I don't
worms
know
will
if he
fall
had the
down in
tower
here.
last time though, but
No, but he had the Beatles. That's right. I don't think he had the tower.
Yeah, we finally got it
Yeah.
all. So there's a screen down here in the bottom that these beetles here, if you can see it. Let's see if I can get in this.
and what is
shadow.
that in
we
there?
go.
Is that are those like oats? They look like
Quaker
oats.
Instant Quaker oats.
Okay.
Yeah. And then down here is my mind went blank. Wheat bran.
Okay, nice.
So the worms, the super worms will eat the wheat bran, and the beetles will eat. Well, they drink off of carrots, and then they eat the oats. So then I got more beetles. I think this is what
And
I
you
showed you last
got
time.
those because you wanted to feed your bearded dragons with them, right?
Yes, my bearded dragons up.
Yeah.
Upstairs. We got 2 bearded dragons, and they eat about 100 a week. And it's like $8-9.
Ooh.
Okay, so this one here was a worm. I think last time I showed you, and now it's a pupae. That's still a pupae. That one's still a pupae, and this one here became a beetle today. Yesterday it was a pupa.
Wow.
So I'll be able to put that one inside.
It's so crazy that you have them in stages like that.
Yeah.
I bought them from Pet Supplies Plus, and I just took the bigger worms and I put them in here. And once you isolate them, and they don't have any food or anybody touching them, any other worms touching them, then they go into that pupa stage. Once they go into pupa stage, I like putting the food in there just so whenever they do, they can wake up and start eating.
Right there.
Right.
That's cool.
So yeah, I gotta take care of that. And I almost dropped it in a second. But yeah, I also wanted to show you guys my seed bank. If I can get it. These are all seeds that I've won on. I've won all these on Instagram. So this one here, this is 180 seeds, and I did a picture contest for 180 beans. These are all like Trend and crossed with a cultivar called Trend.
Okay.
But I got these from Genetics 101. These are Lemon Days autoflowers. I got Washer King, Cherry Punch, Bottle Service, Kanye Mac. This Tropicana Hammer here is really, really good. I love this. And the Strawberry Jubilee. These are all from Genetics 101 on Instagram. Or not Instagram,
Nice.
but X.
Oh, on
And then
X,
because
yeah.
I started growing, I grew more of his, and I post a lot of his pictures. He sent me more. So I got a lot of, just a bunch of genetics, a lot of autoflowers. I got 4 ways. But I also have, this is where I got the Skunk #1 and Northern Lights #5 in here. Oh yeah, and then I got Seedsman seeds here. Somebody gifted me these, and I don't exactly know what I got. It says Black Sugar, which I've never heard of that, and then a Mephisto. Oh, I got Mephisto genetics.
Nice.
Tooth Dury.
That's another one that I haven't grown. I haven't grown Mephisto yet, but that's another one that I would like to actually try.
Yeah,
Mephisto?
Yeah.
yeah. I haven't heard too much about them. But these are all about vegetables.
They're pretty big. Mephisto's big.
Like
Yeah, they
I
are.
love flowers. Like I got seeds, carrots, cucumbers, like a whole bag of them. All the
Nice.
vegetable ones.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta get. So, let me ask you this then: Did you start with cannabis and then get into growing other stuff, or did you start with other stuff and then get into growing cannabis?
So when I was a kid, my grandmother had a garden, a pretty sizable garden, and
Yeah.
it was pretty much you helped in the garden in the summer or you didn't eat in the winter. So I
Right.
already kind of had a green thumb
That's
when I was a
that's fair.
kid. We canned
yeah.
corn and um, peppers and tomatoes and all that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So then
And look
my
what it's
family,
taught you now.
yeah, right. My family, David had grow cannabis, but I wasn't like in on it. I was just kind of like sneak through the house, the garden, or the garage and see it hanging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then say when I got out of prison 10 years ago or 11 years ago, me and a buddy of mine he kind of was struggling trying to grow. So then I came in and we started growing together in his basement. And we ended up with like 65 plants just like strung out all over the place. We had like white extension cords hanging. We would grow out of these bulbs here. It was an electrical nightmare for sure. But his wife got scared, so we had to kill them all off.
Yeah.
I didn't even get. I think I got one harvest out of one plant, and that was it. And the wife was like, "No way, you're not doing it in my house. You know, we got 7 kids. You know what I mean, we're not that type of family. And plus, we don't smoke in our house. I have a smoke shack, so it was just never in the equation until it became legal. And she was like, "Hey, I mean, it is what it is now. And if it saves us money, and it does, it saves us a lot of money in the long run."
Oh yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
So she was the one that kind of got me into it a year ago because I didn't even realize
that's awesome.
they passed it as a law. So I'm
No,
about.
that's cool that she doesn't even consume, and she was like, "Hey, why don't you try
she's
doing
a huge
this?"
advocate.
You want to grow, yeah.
Yeah, she's a huge advocate for me smoking. But we don't like to have it around our kids, so they they don't smell like it. Our house doesn't smell like it. That's another reason I'm trying to move that tent there into this room. That way I can put up stuff like this and try to get the smell under control. It got a little out of control for us, but our kids are teenagers now, and they're very adamant about not smoking, which I like.
Yep, there's nothing wrong with that.
Though, man.
Yeah. So we quit smoking cigarettes, I think 2 years ago, or something like that.
God, I wish I could jump on board with that, but man,
man. I started that vaping, salt vape. So I traded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think this is worse because a cigarette, you guys put that down, right? This here, it's in my hand all day. It's just convenient. It's right here all day. So I hit this way more. Feel like I'll smoke it. It's not like I could put the pack down and leave for an hour and you know what I mean? So nowadays I try to like set it down and walk away and not have it in my hand all the time. So,
well, it's funny because I started vaping at one point because I was like, I'm gonna vape and I'm gonna quit smoking cigarettes and I'm gonna wean myself off. And then I just did both. When I was inside, so when I was inside, I would vape and then I would come out to the garage and smoke. So I did both, and I would have my vape sitting beside me while I was smoking cigarettes, and then I would put the cigarette out, and then I would take a hit off the vape. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I went from trying to quit one habit, now I have 2 habits.
And now I have a plan.
And they're both just as strong as each other now. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? This is stupid.
Right. I did the same thing. So, I would vape at home, and then when I'd go to work, construction, I would smoke cigarettes. And then I had to quit that. So then hearing about within 8 months or so, me and the wife's going to quit vaping too. Just can't do it. Quit drinking alcohol. I quit doing a bunch of other kind of drugs, stuff like that. So it'll be pretty easy to just got to stay adamant. There's two things that you got to do. You got to get over
here,
the
man.
chemical, and then you got to put something in your hands. You got to get yourself busy doing something else that replaces that habit. There's a couple different habits there that you got to break, which makes it even harder because they're not just breaking like a chemical habit. You know what I mean? You're breaking like a daily, a moment to moment habit.
Yeah.
Like it turns into a routine, which is hard to break too once you're in that routine, you know. But good on you, man. That's huge. Like that's a lot of things. Like
it is.
Yeah,
alcohol,
I smoked
drugs,
cigarettes since I was 9.
cigarettes. Like that's huge, man. That's big.
Yeah.
So
especially when you've been smoking that long.
Yeah, I'm 40 years old now, so I quit 2 years ago. So smoked for almost 30 years. About, you can say 30 years. That's quite a long time. I started smoking cannabis when I was 11. My mom gave me money for me to go down to my buddy's house to buy the weed, to come back to her house to give it to her. So then that kind of just started me off on just like hustling cannabis in the streets. So that's what I did for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, I think he disappeared. He must have lost
the
connection.
internet. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for showing your garden, and we hope to see you next Friday.
Yeah. After I get done crying while I dig up this dirt and get it all moved.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun.
Yeah. Oh, and then I wanted to kind buds. I think he was wanting some of these, and I don't want to kill him off unless he gets them. And I can't get a hold of him, so that's why I wanted to mention that too. Anybody in Northeast Ohio kind of wants them, give them to you free. You can have them. Northern Lights.
There you
Just
go.
Get a hold of me. Just get a hold of me. I got more than one.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So I got all those.
Yeah.
You guys definitely helped me. I went from 0% success rate on cloning to I got too many now. And I stopped until you guys like talked me into it and got me motivated back to trying it again, and I come out with almost 100% success. So
nice.
I really appreciate it.
That's fucking awesome.
I love the community.
Yeah.
Super awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody in the community.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if anybody wants them, let me know. I'm Tazarello _ on Instagram, or Tazarello on X.
Yeah, hit him up. He's got like two. He's got 2 clones right there.
Couple of yeah, and they're all healthy and looking nice. So I appreciate it. Thanks for all the love. Community.
There was never a time that those clones didn't look healthy. They looked healthy right from the minute you cut those right till now. Like they've been.
Yeah, I'm amazed.
Those ones, they're real good, man.
You should have seen the other ones. It looked like, they was yellow. And I could hardly get into the solo cup. Yeah.
Crazy, man. That's awesome.
I love the community. Definitely awesome.
No, you did good.
Yes, big shout out to the community.
Yeah. But I'll let y'all go. And I'll be back next Friday for sure.
Absolutely, man. I wanted to, those clones are going to blow up, so I'm looking forward to seeing those again.
Yeah. Yep.
You still got them.
I am so let me see here. Those 2 back here, this one here and that one there I'm keeping. Those are the 2 that I like.
Nice.
So I cloned 50 to take 2. Whoops.
Well, I mean, based off of your other experiences, you were like, well, fuck, I don't know how many I'm going to get, right? So you did. Yeah. You took extras, and they all worked this time.
Yeah.
Hopefully
that's how it goes, though, man.
Can benefit. That'd be nice.
If you had taken 2, you would have got none. But you took
I would have too, right?
And you got whatever it was, 47 of them or something.
Working. Yeah, I think it was 46 or 47. Yeah, it was a bunch.
That's crazy, man. No, that's good. I'm glad though.
All right.
It gives you that opportunity to pick your best ones, so your favorites. So.
Right, which I never had before. I had to just take the healthiest one and get it back to health. Now I can just take these and let them run. But yeah, you'll see this one scrogged out next week.
That's exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing that. That'll be cool, man. Well, thank you very, very much for popping on again. We appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next Friday.
All right. Bye.
Yes. See you later.
So,
have a great night. What an amazing night. We've seen so many amazing gardens tonight.
Yes. There has been a lot of good gardens. And man, I didn't write them all down this time. This is like the first time in months I haven't written everybody's name down. That's crazy.
We'll have to go back.
Yeah,
but just a reminder, we are on Spotify under Garden Cultivation Network. And we will be on Let's Be Buds tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern for the Last Prisoner Project.
Yep. So if anybody doesn't know what that is, go check out the website for the Last Prisoner Project. Just if you type in Last Prisoner Project on Google, it'll come up. I don't know if it's .com, .net. I should know that, but I don't. Have a look and see what they do, man, and then come tomorrow and support the chatathon. I don't expect anybody to stay there for a full 12 hours, but pop in and out. That's what I do. They got a lot of giveaways. There's going to be a lot of really, really, really cool people on there. There's going to be a lot of really, really good knowledge on there tomorrow. So pop in, support the cause, man. It's so good. I've heard a couple people tonight actually talking about their release dates, and Tazzarello just talked about him being in prison, and I mean, we don't know why, but that's not my business. So, but just check it out, support it. Just being there is supporting it. Like, you don't have to pay money or anything like that. I mean, the option is there to do that, but just being there is supporting the cause.
Just being aware. And that's what the whole Last Prisoner Project is about, is bringing awareness and trying to release these prisoners who should not be even called prisoners.
Yeah. And even the people that can't get released, part of the money that's raised goes towards like helping them with their canteen, helping them be able to eat, helping
lawyer fees.
And lawyer fees, like Bunny said, like there's so many different things that they help with, and they're moving across the states right now, and they're trying to, I don't want to say decriminalize it, but trying to legalize it in places that it's not legal. And they've spoke at the White House, and they've spoke at all these different places in different cities with mayors, and so many things that they do. So check them out, and like I said, just being there is support. So
so definitely tune in tomorrow, and that is on Let's Be Buds at 6:30 Eastern Time is when we will be live with Jason Ortiz, where he is the perfect spokesperson for the Last Prisoner Project.
So good. He's such a cool dude, man. So cool.
He is. So we will see you guys there, hopefully.
Yes. And then Wednesday, Miranda.
Oh, yes.
420 Green Goddess.
Yes.
Peace.